U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed new sanctions on Venezuela via an executive order. He said he has placed them on a country that the United States is referring to as a dictatorship. The sanctions will target bonds owned by the Venezuelan public sector, as well as dividend payments to the government bonds of Venezuela, the statement revealed. The move is said to be quite detrimental to the ability of the Venezuelan government to pay its debts that maintain the current standard of living. Now, Venezuela has rejected these sanctions that have been placed on the country. They note that these sanctions have not been approved by the United Nations, which actually makes these sanctions illegal. They're asking that the UN step in and straighten things out and force the United States to stop doing them. However, these sanctions are actually quite serious. This is how it was put by an article by Ryan Mallet-Ottrim from Venezuela Analysis, and he outlines exactly how dangerous this is. Make no mistake, this has the potential to be a massive blow to Venezuela, which now has well under 10 billion left in foreign reserves. President Nicolas Maduro's government is bleeding funds on a daily basis and is probably around 17 billion US in debts that need to be repaid over the next 2 years or so. Just under 4 billion US of that will be due over the next 3 months. Back in the old days, Maduro could have simply turned to Russia or China to make good on Venezuela's oil for loans agreements, but not anymore due to several delays in oil shipments to both countries over the last years. Now, Mallet-Ottrim notes that these sanctions are coming very close to the situation that besieged Iraq in the early 90s, which left over 500,000 children dead. And that's how serious it was. And he says that this is coming very close to that. This is that kind of U.S. tactic. It's going along that lines. How bad it's actually going to get, it's not really known, but this is a very serious situation. And as the situation keeps getting worse, Nicolas Maduro keeps insisting upon democratic reform after democratic reform to entrench the Bolivarian revolution into the country. And in doing so, he is losing some measure of public support. The main goal right now of Maduro should be a full-on revolution, the full seizure of private property, and the implementation of a socialist economy which can withstand these kind of sanctions placed against them. But as we have seen from the Bolivarian Revolution, as we've seen from 21st century so-called socialism, there is an inordinate emphasis on the democratic process, leaving a tremendous weakness in the country that can be exploited by imperialists. How long the Bolivarian Revolution can last depends very much on Nicolas Maduro and how he intends to implement it. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.